Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. All right, Nick Collier again here, and we've got just a couple of more moves, and this baby is complete. Well, at least complete from my point of view. So what we have to do is get the battery box in here a little bit more secure, and that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We're going to take some measurements. So we're right at 16 inches. And look at that, we're right at 16 inches. Now I built myself just a hash job of a battery, just to see if it would fit and see what would hit and what wouldn't hit. And it looks like it misses. I'm thinking we come down just a little bit. That's missing, but it's real close. Maybe we drag it out just a tad. That's better. This side's going to hit. And what do we look like here? There. Now we're going to come sideways just to kind of even them out. And it looks pretty good there. Unfortunately, we have ourselves a pretty good sized gap between the frame and the frame of the machine. So we're going to have to come in with some kind of a spacer or something like that. You probably can't see that, so we'll come back. Well, what I just realized is we're sitting on top of a 4x4. And we want to drop this thing down a little bit, so I'm just going to kind of kick it down and spot it right there, and then kick the 4x out and drop this end down and see if we got a better position. Let's get the welder in place here. All right, we got a couple of good tacks going there. Yep, that's pretty centered. Now we just drop this down to about there. Let's weld this a little bit stronger. Looks good. That looks pretty good. We're going to weld up this other side just a little bit more. Fairly solid. We will have to come in and put something underneath this thing just to strengthen it up a little bit, because we just have two points touching there, and the same with the other side too. But I think what I'm going to do is weld all the top parts up, and then we're going to put it on the hoist and pick it up, and then I'll do some welding underneath it. And with that, we'll be back soon with some supports. Okay, so we got this thing up in the air, and now we're going to go ahead and do some underwelding here. Back under here, this piece right here. All right, so let's bring her back down. And I think it goes this way. No, doesn't go that way. Rotation one more time. There it is. Well, it would have been a no-brainer to drill these holes right here when these were off, but then of course I forgot, and I got to answer that phone. All right, so what we're going to do is we need to drill a hole for the battery bracket that holds the battery in place. And it's just a little hook that comes around and grabs that. But it kind of wants to be centered. We're looking at 11 inches, so 5.5 is about right there. And we're just going to drill ourselves a little pilot hole here. I'm thinking this thing is not centered for some reason. Either that or the drill bit is bent. Oh, it wasn't centered. All right, I got about 15 minutes before I'm getting ready. I got to get ready to go to Sacramento, and I thought maybe we just tear this thing apart real quick, like, and put those keyways in, or keys, and this thing will be pretty well done. At least done as far as I can get it. Now he has to take it and do all the electronics and get the thing functioning. I got the superstructure put together. That was my job. All right, we got one off. We're gonna pop this out. And I'm thinking, you probably can't see this. Okay, we're gonna bring you in closer here. Someplace like right there. I'm seeing if we take this key and drop it in there, it's a good tight fit. I think what I want to do now that I think of it, of course I already got it in. Well, let's just see if it'll go. Let's get just a little bit of oil on this, just so it slides off the next time it wants to get taken off. It could be years before this thing comes back off again, but who knows. All right, we're gonna pick this up. Oh, put her. Uh-oh. Yep, I gotta put that ring on there first. Not a huge deal. Pull the key, put the ring on. Put the key back on. All right, let's see if it'll go in. We're going to slide you over there to where it's supposed to go. May or may not, but who knows. Yep, looks like it's going to slip right in. Well, oh, I might have the Allen is too close. There it goes, just like it's supposed to. Tighten up the Allen. Okay. And we're set to go. We're going to put just a little bit of oil out here. just so nothing binds up or gets rusty from sitting around. And a little bit of oil right on this part here. Drop this baby back down and answer that phone. All right, so we're just gonna tap this down into place. Looks good. Let's go over to the other side. All right, same thing on this side, except we're going to tap up. There we go. We're going to pop this out. Little bit of oil. There's that key. Can you see this? No, you can't. Let's come down. All right, here's our other key. And it's a bit longer than I want it to be, but I think it'll be fine. We're gonna just get a thin layer of oil on it. All right, let's see how that's going to work. Not quite. Okay, let's get a little brass hammer here. All right, let's give that a try. There it goes. Now we'll just kind of nudge it down with the leather mallet. Maybe not. Oh, right. It don't look like that's in the way. Let's bring you around here. There it is. It's going. I may not have left very much room on the top of this. I think what I might do is come in with a file. And just kiss this top of this. It's going, just not very easily. Which in some ways is not a bad deal. Oh, look at this. We have two set screws here. I didn't see the second one. And maybe that's gonna, that didn't help a bit. But Well, we're going to hope nobody ever wants to take that out. Obviously, I think we'll be okay. It's going, it's just a snug fit. Let's see if the brass will help a little bit. Yeah. There it is. It made it down. Okay, we're totally locked in. Let's get a little oil on this. No, that doesn't work. Maybe yeah, we got plenty of room there. We just have to come down evenly, something like that. And it looks like we might be just a bit long here. There it is. Okay. That's in. Square these up. Put our bolt in. Well, Nick Collier here, and we have completed this NASA project. It's not a functioning machine yet. I'm going to hand it over to Scott, who is the inventor of this machine, and he is going to take it to the next step, which is to put all the electronics in it and make this thing move the way he wants it to move. Basically, what I did is all of the metal work. And so he's going to pick it up tomorrow, I believe, or maybe Sunday, and this project will be out the front door. And I'm looking for more projects. I certainly have a bunch around the shop here that I'm constantly working on, but outside projects are fun to take in too. If you got an idea or some kind of invention that you're working on, or you just want to drill a hole in something, or do some turn something or whatever, look me up, give me a call. I take in all kinds of stuff, as you well know. So also tell your friends, and and subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button down below there, and definitely go to the little gear down on this side. Hey, we'll see you next time. Nick Collier, signing out.